Hi, good morning, everybody. It's the Happy Highlander here. So I've just got to my first job. I don't know if you can see those leaves, right? That's just the start of it. Aye, and it looks like we're in for some weather. Funny that, isn't it? When people say that, I've always found it funny. We're in for some weather. Well, we've always got weather. Good weather, bad weather, rainy weather, sunny weather. That sleety weather. That windy weather where the wind cuts you in half. We've always got weather, whatever the weather, whether you like it or not. Aye, we're in for some weather. Oh, really? What's happening now? Are we in outer space? That's funny, isn't it? Well, we are. We're in for some bloody weather. Right, I'll flip you round and I'll show you the task at hand. And I've had to phone a mole catcher. This is a lovely garden. When I inherited it, it wasn't quite as lovely. And, aye, the bloody moles, I'll show you. Right, I'll flip you round. Right. Not sure if we've got enough leaves to deal with. There we go. Hundreds and millions of the bloody things. Look, look, tons and bloody tons of them. Look, you can't see the grass for the leaves. Look, millions and millions and millions of it. And I'll show you. See that there? That's a bull's coat that I made. But look, this is the problem. The moles. See them buggers? Look. Thankfully, I put quite a deep foundation in this. That goes down very, very deep. So there must be no worms under there because I would have hated to have come and seen lumps like that in the middle of my bull's court. Like that. Called it rustic bling. I made those brackets, you know, just to make it look different. My customer wanted it rustic, and I said, well, what about rustic bling? So that's that. So I've all this to deal with. See, I think that's where he started, and he's come this way. You can see the tracks. I'll show you the tracks. You can maybe see there's a track there. Oh, and he's gone all the way down there. And he's cut across here. There's a wee track there. Wee rascal. Look at bloody state of that lot. It's all that to deal with. But I'll show you my office for the day. This is it. Lovely. Look at this. You can make out that there. That's one of his tracks. Wee bloody rascal. There's a wee pathway I made. This was just like a muddy path. So I put these slabs down, painted them black. So I made it look like a bit like the bull's court, where the bull's court's got a black edge and a white middle. This has got a white outer edge and a black middle. I'm gonna get rid of that there. That's done its thing. And then see the bloody moles again. You can probably see how I cut this grass. I follow this wall here. But aye, bloody moles, they don't have to make a mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be quite some time here. I'm going to get rid of the leaves and then cut the grass, make it lovely. They're not in at the moment, so I'll have it lovely for them all coming back for their work. I think of that. That's my office for the day, and it looks like we're in for some weather. There, whatever the weather. Right, I'll pause this and I'll show you what it's like at the end. All right, guys. God bless you all. Cheery bye. Right, just quickly, tools for the job. A petrol rake. That's fueled up. A manual rake. That's fueled up because I've had a bacon sandwich. Big bag to put it all in. I bet I'll fill that 5 times. A ton bag. I'm going to blow it off that wall as well. Then I'm going to address this this wee flower bed here. Can you see the hosta? It's all died away. So I'm going to get tore into that with a strimmer, take it right down to the bones. We'll save the winter plants, you know, and I'll probably go and buy some more winter plants for that, make it lovely. Alright, look at all these bloody leaves. For goodness sake. Right, I'll pause it and then I'll blow them into a pile. And there's probably going to be snow on top of it and mountaineers and that. It's going to be like a wee mountain. Well, if it's not a mountain, it'll be a Munro. Add it to the Munro baggers list. Right, see you in a bit, guys. Cheerio, bye. Aye, so we're getting there, look. There's a bag. Almost full. All this lot. And, well, I don't know if you can get how deep it is. Put my foot there. Wait a minute, I might use it. Aye, fairly deep. So we're getting there. But fortunately, when I started doing this, it was really, really windy. So I'm blowing all the leaves sort of that way, and they're all saying, are you having a laugh? Because we're coming this way. And they were blowing right over the top of my head. Right, I'm going to tell you a funny wee story. Well, it's not so much funny, but it's amazing. I'll flip these around. So, my smashing pal, my best customer, who bought this house, I think he bought it about 3 years ago. And it's quite historic. I don't know how old it is, but I know it's very, very old. In fact, my good friend who cut the wood for the bull's court I made, his mother was born and raised in this very house. So I told my customer that smashing coincidence and that. And then that reminded him of some sort of like looking into the history of the property he did himself. So, during World War II, this whole area, and it's a big bit, this whole area was like an army camp for the conscripts and that. In fact, when you see, you know, the banner at the top of my main YouTube page, you can see the wee cottage. Well, that's the one I'm being evicted from, with a cold hand and a colder bloody heart. I've told you that before, haven't I? Because it's true. Anyway, and you can see all the soldiers in the garden. Well, they're Norwegian soldiers, and they were. My house was the officers' mess. That's why I always wondered why there's big locks, you know, that had a big giant key on every door, including the bedrooms. So that made sense, because each one of the rooms would have been some officer's office. Aye, anyway, so back to this story. So my pal, my great customer here, he's got one of those dark brown gravelly voices, so he has. Aye, one of the voices that, you know, that before you watch a movie, there's a guy with a smashing voice, you know, he says, "Oh, watch this smashing movie. There's a handsome, muscly guy, sinewy, with flowing locks, and a beautiful lassie. So watch this smashing movie." One of their voices makes you want to watch the film. So anyway, he's telling me that when this was a World War II camp, a guy by the exact same name as him. Now, my customer's got not so much an unusual name, but it's certainly not a popular name. It's a Scottish name, but it isn't a popular one. He's the only person I know with that second name. So he's doing his research. So when this was an army camp, one night, some of the boys, the soldiers, young soldiers, had had a bit too much to drink. And of course, every one of them's carrying a gun. So two of them fell out. And one guy shot a guy straight in the head, right? And the guy that gets shot square in the head has got the same name as my customer. The exact same name. And guess what? This is the bit you're not going to believe, but it's true. The guy lived. He survived it. Aye. They took the bullet out of his skull, his brain, and the other guy got sent to prison for life. Imagine that. So my smashing customer here with the dark brown gravelly voice is bulletproof. Like that, right? Well, I better get back to work. So I've done that. I'll flip you around. Like I say, thankfully the winds died down, and when I said we were going to get some weather, it came for a wee minute or two, but it wasn't that bad. So that means I can actually cut the grass, because I was worried in case it got too wet, because I want to get it done. It's quite a drive to this job from my house. It's about 45 minutes, and this area will be getting dealt with before close of play today. Alright, well, I'll give you an update when I've done. Goodbye. I don't know if you can see me. I can see the three camera things, but I don't know if you can see me, because I can't see you seeing me. This is a great place. See, when I've done a bit of work, sit here, play my flute, wee coffee, organic e-cigarette. It's great. So I'll play a wee bit of my flute. It's raining now. Might not be able to cut the grass, but I brought the big heavy mower, the big strong one, the big brute. I brought him. Hopefully you'll get it done for me. See, after World War II, after that story I tell you about the guy getting shot in the head and living, much later on, probably in the 60s or something, late 50s, 60s, all this area there, I'm not sure about this particular house, but that area there, part of the same sort of wee hamlet, if you will, was a hippie commune. Aye, that's what it was. Sorry. It's never been right since I broke it. Don't know if you can see that. Thank God you're not paying for tickets. You'll be walking out demanding your money back. Any good? Rubbish? Thumbs up? Thumbs down? I'll tell you a funny story. We'll sit here on my fag with my new pals. I was that place where they filmed The Outlander. I was there one time, right? So I go and cut my pal's grass. You might have seen the video. It's where they film Outlander. You'll find it if you want to. Anyway, it's a smashing spot. So as you drive in, the big lump where they put up the plastic stone circle. So you carry on down there, and then you might have seen in that same video, I think it is, where there's a big bit of outcrop of rock, lovely granite, and it's the Neolithic copper rings carved on it. So when I've done my work, I sit there, or even halfway through when I'm having a wee coffee break, and I play my flute. So I've drove in, nobody there, right, fine. But it gets very, very busy with tourists sometimes, coach loads of them. So that's me, done my work. I don't know, maybe, say I've done an hour's worth of strumming. And I thought, right, well, I'll go and sit on that wee rock, play my flute. And it was one of the days when I was just really into it. You know, sometimes I shut my eyes and before I know it, I've been doing it for 20 minutes or half an hour. And anyway, that was it, playing away, enjoying it, appreciating the beautiful, beautiful glen that it is. Magical place, really is magical. And anyway, and I finished, that was it. And I heard clapping, and somebody going, woo, woo, like this, right? And everybody clapping. I looked up, there was a coach full of people up on the hill. They'd been watching and listening to me. I didn't know I had an audience. I've got a digital audience, that's you guys, but you know, playing it in front of actual people, I don't think I could do it. I'd run away. Right, that's enough of that. I'm going to finish my coffee, get all the leaves up. They're all in a big pile now, and that's them ready to just I'll put them over there, out the way into the sort of no man's land, if you will, and then I'll go around and cut the grass, make it lovely for the lovely family. Great customers, so they are. But wait, and I'll show you this. I'll show you what I was talking about with that thing. Wait a minute. I know what you do without coffee. I don't know what I'd do. I don't like tea. I like green tea. But see if I have a cup of tea, within 2 minutes I'm sick. Huh? Oh. Right, I'll show you. Flip you around. Right, I'll show you this. You might have seen the video, but maybe you get a better idea. So this here, wait a minute. This here, see that? So this, like I said, this was the root ball of a Christmas tree that the lovely lady who owns the house, along with my smashing customer, her mum, in her 90s bought this lovely Christmas tree because my customer's wife, she's like the queen of Christmas. She thinks she is, and she's right to think that, because she is. Anyway, so her mum in her 90s, God love her, bought this Christmas tree, and when I opened up the pot, I was like, nah, it's not going to live. It's not going to survive. There's no roots on it. And I thought, right. So anyway, we persevered, and it did, right enough, and it died. So I saved it. So I'll flip it around and I'll show you. So what I've decided to do is that's the root ball, right? So that was a gift of a lovely lady's mum, right? So I'm going to put that whole root ball in casting resin, and I'm going to turn it into a bowl. So the casting resin I'm going to use is like it's liquid glass basically, right? And then somewhere in the bottom I'm going to put a wee LED thing, like a USB chargy thing that you can just stick in, and then the light will come through the glass and the wood, because some of the wood will be like suspended in the glass, because as I turn some of this away, some of it's going to disappear, some will stay, and some of it will be frozen, sort of floating. So that'll be lovely. And so, you know, it's like it was a lovely gift of a 90-year-old lady to her daughter. And also, I've saved quite a bit of the stump, the you know, what do you call it, the trunk, the trunk, right? So what I'm going to do is, the lady here, her and her mum used to do a wee bit of baking when she was a wee lassie. So I'm going to make her a lovely rolling pin out of that. So that'll be lovely, and that's kind of, wait, I need to go in, it's bloody pouring, and that'll be a lovely gift. And it's more for me. Wait a minute, it's fine. For me, it's more of a gift to my customer, as a thank you to him, because he's a great customer. I mean, I send him bills, and I've sent him bills for a lot of money, and within 10 minutes he's paid me. You know, he's a great guy. You know, he really is. And but what I did as well is I told my customer, my intention with the root ball, because that's another man's wife, and you need to get clearance before you make a beautiful lady a very personal gift in that way. So I got clearance, and that's all cool in the gang, but she doesn't know. She doesn't know. So that'll be a lovely gift, and I'll try my best to get that done for Christmas. I mean, I've mentioned it twice now, so what I'll do is I'll just order the casting resin, because I'm going to need, you know, half a gallon. It's not expensive, it's not free, but I don't really care. That's my gift to a great customer and his lovely wife. There you go. Right, it's pouring down with bloody rain now. Can you believe that? Anyway, we'll see how we get on. We'll get these leaves up, trim around the edges. At least I can deal with that bad corner over there where the dead hoster is. Get that sorted out for them, and we'll just keep on keeping on. See, I'm looking at the screen. I don't know where I look. I'm looking there, and I can see that I'm not looking at you. If I look there, I can't see my eyes, so I don't know where to look. Right, so there you go. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day. But I'll just pause it, and then I'll show you the job at the end. It's chucking it down with rain. See, I told you we were in for some weather. Right, God bless you guys. See you in a wee while. Hello. That's the job done. It's absolutely, well, pouring down with rain. So before, when I was playing my flute, that was about 3 hours ago. And we got some weather right enough. But it doesn't matter. It's only skin deep. I'm waterproof. So what I've done with this here, I normally cut that with a mower, but I didn't. The previous gardener only used to trim it, so I've trimmed it this time. But what I've done is I used the blower and blew all the loose stuff away. Now, like I say, the previous gardener, what he would do is just trim it, chop and drop. And I thought, well, I'm not doing that, because that's where people sit. So everybody sits there, and they end up, their feet are looking like that. Right? What happened to that when they go in the house? All that shite on their feet. It's going to end up in the bloody house, all over the place. Now, and I know the cleaner. She's a good friend of mine, lovely lassie. She's Polish. And of course it's, you know, she has to deal with it. So anyway, so I mow it on this occasion. It's far too wet, so I couldn't mow it. So I just trimmed it, but I blew it all away. And but I'll tell you a funny story. Wait, I'll show you this. This is what we've done here. I see. I got rid of all that. So what I'll do tonight when I get home, need to give a big shout out for my pal. He's got an online shopping business. His name's Jeff Bezos, and his wee company is called Amazon. It's a bit like Temu, but no, it's good. Anyway, so I'll get in touch with my big pal Jeff tonight, big baldy bastard, and I'll ask him for lots and lots of winter plants, and he'll get one of his lackeys to deliver them to my door. Aye, so well, God love him. So that's a wee shout out to my pal whose new business. It's called Amazon, I told you that. Right, so the cleaner, my pal, she's got a wee laddie. He's called Cameron. I think he's about, maybe, what will he be now? 10 or 11. So a few years ago, when I've been in the Glen for maybe 2 years, and I started taxiing, and I was privileged to do the school runs, right? Because they weigh see, no matter how down in the dumps you are, you drive the wains a few mile, you know, and they've lifted your spirits, you know. Anyway, so a wee Cameron, right? So the first time he gets in, and he's like his dad's double. He's got white blonde hair and big blue eyes. Anyway, so it's my turn to take him. So anyway, he climbs in. He goes, "Oh, hello, you must be Frank. I've never heard you before." I said, "Hello, son." I said, "You must be Cameron. How old are you?" He looked at me, went, "I'm 4.5. How old are you, Frank?" I went, "I'm 21. He went, "Oh, that's big." And he was such a chatterbox, right? So that was our first introduction, me and Cameron. And anyway, later that year, it's coming up to Christmas, right? It's coming up to Christmas, and I'm driving him home. Friday night, maybe? Well, it doesn't matter what day it was anyway. And he's chat. And what's the other thing he does? Chat. And when he's not doing that, do you know what he's doing? He's chatting away, right? And he was doing my hearing. His mum and dad know this. Told them the story. And I says to him, he's chatting away. Like I say, he was doing my hearing. I thought, right, I need to change the subject. I said, "Anyway, Cameron, what are you getting for Christmas?" And he looked at me, and he gave me a scornful look, and he went, "Frank, I was talking then." We shitbag gave me a bollocking. 4.5-year-old. Aye, God love him. Right, so that's the job done. And I persevered. I actually managed to cut the grass, but I mean, I literally took a toty wee shearing off it because it was so wet. But I needed to suck up a lot of the grass. Not the grass, I mean the bloody leaves. I phoned a mole catcher. They're going to come and sort this shite out because they bloody things don't have to make a mess. Right, that's me. I'm way back to my squat. The wee cottage I'm getting evicted from. Right, guys, it's Friday night, and I'm going to go and get myself a couple of lagers to wash the day's toil away. So you enjoy your evening, and I'll try my very best to do the same. So God bless each and every one of you. Cheery bye.